Let me stay with you. In us, can you? Just one night. I don't know about your life, but tell me 'cause we still have time.
Guys, good morning. Yeah, it's morning. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Oh god, I woke up this morning and the day isn't looking all that bright. It's not looking all that bright. And today I'm going to go write my theory driving test. You know how I was telling you guys in my video, the video where I told you guys about the car my husband got me. I was telling you guys about the processes involved in driving here in the UK, unlike in Nigeria where you just buy your car, enter, carry your car, they waka. But here you have to go through a series of tests. First of all, you write the theory test and then you do the practical test. So I have my theory test booked in for today by 2 p.m. and I'm trying all my possible best to be early. But the weather isn't looking all that bright, and it actually just started snowing, little drops. You would actually have to look very well to actually know that it's snow. You would think it's rain, but it's actually snow. So the weather is not looking so bright, and I'm already cold, so I'm already wearing long sleeve, and I'll still wear my jacket. So it's so funny how unpredictable UK's weather can be. Today you guys are sunny, tomorrow you guys are like you're in winter. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to write the exam like I said, and as usual I'll be bringing you guys along with me, not into the exam hall because you're not supposed to be there with your phone and all that, but through the journey you're going to get your result. Sorry, I am going to get my result today. Will I pass? Will I fail? Hopefully I pass. Please, I'll pass. But yeah, anyways, yeah. I better get going so that I don't go late, so I don't get there late. And because if you come late, apparently if you're late, you won't be allowed to write the exam. So yeah, I'll see you guys maybe when we come back, to just tell you guys whether I passed or whether I failed. But please pray for me. I'm going to pass. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Hey guys. We just got home. I am so exhausted. Like it's written all over my face. I am freaking exhausted. Like today has been a very, very long day. So right now, all I'm just going to do is I'll go cook something now because I'm very hungry and it's just the food I ate in the morning before, we left. And it's evening already and I'm so hungry. So I'm going to go make something to eat, and then when I'm done cooking and eating and probably resting, then I'll now come and tell you guys how the exam went.
Think of you every moment. Think of you every moment. Can't stop looking at you. But do you feel the same, don't you? Think of you every moment. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. There's nobody else.
So guys, I'm done cooking, I'm done eating, and I just said before resting, let me film the remaining part of this video, because if I should leave it and say let me rest, that rest might carry me for another few days. Because I am so exhausted. Like you can even tell from my face, I look so tired. So today has not been a funny day. it's been funny, but you understand what I'm saying. It's been stressful. So, like I said earlier, my exam, my test was supposed to be by 2 p.m. It was booked for 2 p.m. and we left here around 12. So, you know, my husband was like, let's drive part of the way. And, we get to a point, we park and then we use public transport, train and bus, because the venue of the test, it's not really a place you can drive comfortably. It's better you take the train and or the bus. So we were like, okay, I was like, okay, we left, but it turned out we miscalculated. Like when we parked, it was when we got to where we would actually park that we were like, no, we miscalculated, because in the email that they send you, they will be like, make sure you arrive 15 minutes before your exam time, your test time. So when we were going to the train station to actually enter a train, I was running with my big belly. You can imagine me running with my big belly. I was running. My husband was like, stop running, stop running. I said, no, no, no. Let's just go. We entered the train. It was now when I was in the train and I was nowhere close and it was fast nearing 2 p.m. that I was like, oh my God, no, 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 this is not happening. So my husband was not like, in that email, the email that they sent you, was there or is there any number attached to it? I was like, yes, like phone number. He was like, okay, give them a call. So I called them and I was almost giving up because it took them time to actually pick up, but eventually they picked up. And I was like, see, please, I'm supposed to have my test by 2 p.m., but I am pregnant. I am trying my best to get there. Like, you don't even know how much I'm trying my best. And they were like, okay, how late would you be? I was like, oh, I'll be late, let's say 5 minutes late, 5 minutes after 2. In my head, that was what I was calculating. I should be like 5 minutes late. The lady was like, okay, fine. Even if you're 10 minutes late, you have a grace. I was like, okay, thank you. Definitely now. I'll get there in 10 minutes. So we got down, we entered the bus. We were, on time as per the 10 minutes grace. But on getting down from the bus, we found out that we stopped at the wrong place, or like we stopped farther than we were supposed to. I don't even know what happened again, but we started looking for the venue basically. Oh, that was when the main running started. I said, you need to see me running. Guys, I'm not a runner. Normally, I'm not a runner. You cannot imagine me running with my big stomach and everything. I was even lucky the weather was cold. If not, I would have been sweating like one Christmas goat. But eventually, we got there. After all said and done, we got there like almost 30 minutes late. Like, oh my God. We got there almost 30 minutes late. And we were just like, okay, let's just enter. Let's enter. If they say you can't ride, then we'll go home. That was what my husband was telling me when I was running. He was like, stop running, stop running. If yes, you won't write the exam. I was like, no, I'm going to write this exam today because I've been preparing for this exam for so long, and there's no way I'm going to not write this exam because I was late. I was like, God, please, please help me. So when I got there, I was like, hi, I'm the one that called you guys earlier. My exam is for 2. Man was like, okay, fine, fine. I mean, he can even see my big belly. He can see everything. He was like, okay, fine. I told my husband and come to go outside and wait for me. And they were like, remove your, like, they would virtually almost naked you. Say, they're like, remove your hat, remove your jacket, like switch off your phone, put it on. And I was supposed to film some things, but I couldn't film anything on my way. I couldn't film anything, my journey, because I was already distraught. I was not myself. I wasn't together because I was already late. And then when you get there, you'll be asked to switch off your phone. So, but we'll talk more of what are you filming? So, and they were like, okay, just bring your provisional license, your provisional driver's license, and sit down. And The next thing I was called, I was told to go into a room, and then that was when the main searching started. At some point, they were like, I should raise up my clothes so that, I don't know, maybe they let them know if I hid expo in my belly or if I have anything wired in my belly that can, I can use to communicate with someone to tell me the answers, because they're like, if you're caught doing exam malpractice of any kind, you can go to jail and you'll be banned from driving. So they even checked inside my ear to make sure I had nothing. So eventually I was told, go sit there, and I sat there, and the exam started. And then when I now sat down, that was when I told myself, okay, you need to calm down now. When you're going for an exam, you're like, you have jitters, you're anxious, and then you now add it with you being late and running and being pregnant and everything. It wasn't even funny. So I had to tell myself, Nemi, calm down. Calm down. You're here now. You've been allowed to write the exam. Now write the exam. Don't allow the events of the day to actually mess you up. So the exam is divided into two parts, the multiple choice part and the hazard perception. So basically, the multiple part choice is what we call objectives, OBJ in Nigeria. And then you have the hazard perception, when you're shown video clips and you click when you feel a hazard developing. That's why it's called hazard perception, your ability to perceive, oh, this is about to be a hazard, you understand, that kind of a thing. So and you have enough time. I think the objectives is for 50 something minutes, and it's for 50 questions, the multiple choice part. And then the hazard perception, that's the one I don't really know the time, because I was really skeptical about that part. And then after it, you go outside and you get your results, like you get your result there. So when you come outside, you sit down, and then they'll print your result. It comes in this kind of shit, like just a paper. Yeah, this is what you're given, and it's folded like this. And then when they now give it to you, you now open it like this, and you now see, oh, whether it is whether you passed or you failed. So immediately they gave me mine. I just opened it. I was like, I saw, congratulations, you passed your car theory test. I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. I just went, when you come in, you're given a locker, or you're shown the lockers, and you choose one and put your belongings. I just went there, brought out my belongings, came outside, and I met my husband. My husband was not like, I hope you passed. I was like, yes, I passed. Yes, I passed. I was so happy. I was so happy. Like, honestly. I've never been this happy because I passed an exam. So my husband was outside sitting with Cam. She was sleeping. So when he now took time to gather his things and everything and carry Cam now, I now said, let me even look at the paper. You understand, that kind of a thing. So I now opened it, and it now turned out that you're actually they actually tell you your scores, like what you actually scored. So like I said earlier, the multiple choice part is 50 questions, and the pass mark is 43. If you get 43 over 50 and above, you passed. If you get 42, you failed. Then on the hazard perception, the pass mark is 44 over 75. So 75 marks for 14 clips, but one of the clip has 2 developing hazard perceptions. So that makes it each hazard perception, the earlier you click, you get 5 marks. If you take time clicking, the marks are reducing. So that's why 5 times 15 is 75. So the pass mark is 44. So if you get 43, you failed. And the thing about this is, if you pass the multiple choice part and fail the hazard perception part, or you've passed the hazard perception part and failed the multiple choice part, you fail the exam. You have to pass both in order to pass the exam. So that was now when I now looked at the thing to actually see what my scores were. And then also on the multiple choice part, you got 50 over 50. I was like, I was like, say what? I actually got 50 over 50. He was actually, I was like, oh my god, like I didn't fail anyone. And then on the hazard perception part, I got 68 over 75. Like I basically lost just 7 points. And to be honest, I know the places where I lost those 7 points. I know I lost some points on the second hazard, the clip that had 2 hazard perceptions, because I was still looking at that radio. I was like, see, you're looking like you're going to move. By the time it now moved and I now clicked, I know I must have gotten maybe a 2 or a 3 on it over 5. But and then they will now break it down for you on the hazard perception. On the double hazard, you scored this. You scored 5 points out of 10 clips. You scored 4 on 2. You know all those kind of things. And you scored 3 on 1 clip. Like I was like, oh my god, because I was really skeptical about the hazard perception part because I'm like, okay. But it's true, I did study. I studied, honestly. I studied for this test, and as God will have it, I passed, and I passed in flying colors. So another thing is you must pass your driving practical test, because this is just the first part. You now go and do your practical test. So you must pass your driving practical test within 2 years. Otherwise, you will need to pass the theory test again. Like if you don't pass your practical test within 2 years of writing this exam, it will expire and you would have to rewrite it again. So after this one, it's on to the practical test, and I am so excited. And you know, everybody has all these bad stories to tell about this one, a practical test, and like, oh, I've written it 4 times and I've failed and all that. But I don't really know. At least I've passed this one. This one is done and dusted. And I know God would help me to pass my practical test in time, so I wouldn't have to write it again. I mean, you pay £23 each time you write this practical test. And my husband was like telling me that when he was outside waiting for me, that one lady came out and she was like so happy. He was like, "Did you pass?" She said, "Yes, that this is her 3rd time writing this exam, like her 3rd time. That she came here last month and she failed." Like, and she was like, and she finally passed. So the people that actually write it 3 times. My neighbor was telling me that she knows someone that has written it 10 times. So I was like, what is going on? But on the other hand, my husband was like telling me, you are going to pass it once. There's nothing there, you pass it once. Yes, that kind of thing. So, but finally, I've passed it, and that one is done. On to the next one. So I am so happy. Like I am so happy. All my running, all my rushing, everything was not in vain. So one other thing I want to say is I feel like the fact that I was allowed to write the exams because I was pregnant, you know, God, me being pregnant, because I don't think if it was just me walking into the place and I'm 30 minutes late, if they're going to let me write the exam. I don't think so, because they are actually strict. So I feel like if you want to write your exam, you should be early. You should go earlier, like much earlier than I did. It was my mistake. But God helped me. I think it was because of this pregnancy that they let me write, and maybe because of the fact that I rang earlier explaining. I don't really know, but please go early, go OL early, and go with everything that you're supposed to go with. Because my husband was like that while he was outside too, that he walked someone out. I was like, what? They told the person you can't write this exam. I was like, wow. So yeah, that is basically it. That is all that happened today. I am tired. I never run this kind of run in a long time. And thank God everything worked out fine at the end. So yeah, guys, right now I'm going to go crash. Like I'm literally going to go crash, and I'm sure it will be from there to sleep. But yeah, let me just say bye to you guys now. Yeah, so as usual, you know, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel up till now, or if you're just coming across my video for the first time, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, join my little family. I would really appreciate it, and thank you to my returning subscribers. You guys are the best. So right now, I'm just going to say bye to you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.